Little energy cleanse for you guys. Namaste. My name is Yulia Lalita Devi, and I'm here making this video tonight as a reminder for all of us. A reminder of the incredible, crucial, powerful, important time that we all are going through right now. And the time of the eclipses that are coming up, and overall 2024, very interesting and very interesting and very unusual year, right? As we going through the process of ascension, planetary ascension, humanity ascension, and like universal evolution, this year is very special. The number of this year, 2024, is 8. Numerology of it is 8, and 8 represents planet Saturn or Shani. And Shani is known for being the hardcore teacher. So this year, that's why we call this year karmic, because this year is very much guided by the very strong, very strict, and very wise teacher who's observing us. And you know, Shani or Saturn, he's the slowest planet of all other planets in our solar system. So he's really slow, and he's working very slow. He's watching us. He's been watching us from the distance of space and time. He's been watching our previous incarnations. He knows very well about our karmas. And he's been watching our ancestors' incarnations. So Shani is the one who watches us for a long time. He's the planet of consistency, right? And he's watching us, and when it's time, he's the one who can correct us, but in a hard way. But at the same time, Shani is a planet who can reward us in a beautiful and profound and deep way too. So this year is intense like that. And right now, as you know, we're moving into the eclipse season, as we call it. September 18th, day after tomorrow, we're gonna have the moon eclipse, okay? And it's quite interesting, quite intense, the combination of things, because on this full moon, we also, starting in Indian and Vedic tradition, we entering the season of the Pitru Paksha festival, right? So in Vedic tradition, and according to the Eastern astrology, we believe that this is the time where when the veil between our world, the middle world, and the underworld, where our past ones are, becomes very thin. So it's extremely easy to communicate with our past ones, with our ancestors, right? So they say, like, let's say in India, they say this is the time where our ancestors might easily visit us, not only in our dreams, but even through some animals or insects. And it's like we need to be careful around this time not to hurt anyone, because this could be like the souls of our ancestors visiting us. Yes, so it's very interesting how this time, this process of Pitru Paksha, the times of ancestors, is exactly connecting with this eclipse season, right? we call eclipse season the time of eclipses, but I quite like it how in Russian, I think it gives more understanding of like the whole picture. We call it, in Russian language, we call it the eclipse corridor, right? And this is on the September 18th, on this full moon, we are entering this karmic eclipse corridor, Why I like the idea of corridors, because like it gives us like kind of an image, the entrance and the exit, right? But if you look at it, it's almost like a, yeah, it's like a portal or like some space, portal in space, right? We enter it from one side, and here we have the lunar eclipse, and the energy is vibrating, it's intense, right? We actually are in the eclipse energy already. We've been in this energy for 2 weeks already, and then 2 weeks after the eclipse itself, we're gonna be still in that energy. And then the eclipses and these eclipse corridors, they affect our life, they're continuing to affect our life half a year longer. But in general, the situations that happen, the choices that we make around this time and things that we do, they affect our lives for years and years and years ahead, for decades ahead. So basically, these portals, these points in time, those are like, you know, it's like exam times or something like that. And they affect our destinies a lot. And like our universe, she's extremely loving, right? Her main idea is to help us on our journey of evolution. And so she's constantly working through all these planets that surround us, and she's sending these different vibrations through their specific qualities and charges them up. And so when the eclipse is happening and other planets tune in, and like we're getting like the effect, like universe is affecting us in this genius and an intense way too, helping us to move forward, helping us to cleanse what needs to be cleansed, okay, helping us to awaken to what we need to leave behind and what we have to walk towards, run towards, or whatever it is. So I find it very interesting, like when we have like one eclipse here, and it's like this basically like a vibrating energy ball, right? It's intense, the vibrations are very strong, like some of you might be feeling that. And then you have another eclipse. First eclipse is the lunar eclipse that's happening on September 18th, and the second eclipse is going to happen on October 2nd, 3rd. And that's where the month of Pitru Paksha, the ancestor time, is finishing this year too. So it's like exact coordination this time. So imagine, here is the vibration of lunar eclipse, and here is the vibration of solar eclipse. They always come in pairs, by the way. Okay, I hear it sometimes from some bloggers and stuff. So we have this eclipse, and wow, and then we have another eclipse happening quite soon. Something like, it's like, it doesn't work like that. Eclipse never comes on its own. They always come in pair, and they always create this kind of like a corridor between them, because you imagine one energy, which is moon, and then the sun, and then they're like minus and plus, they're the opposites. And so they both like having this intense and vibration, electromagnetic vibration. And then imagine these two energies, these two opposites, like minus and plus, they're vibrating together. So all this electricity charges up like a battery, right? Charges up this space and time in between them, right? And so this, what we call the corridor, I think it's more meaningful than just calling it an eclipse season. But basically it's like a portal. We're entering this portal, and like whatever happens to us during this time is very significant, and it's deep. And those energies, that electricity, that charge, it can be really intense, right? It can be really intense on us, depending on our karmas, depending on our previous actions, also considering all the situation with Shani, Saturn, and Saturn is retrograding now. So Shani is very slow right now, but at the same time it brings up the lessons of the past. And then the eclipse is also the Pluto is retrograding, which is quite intense, and Neptune is quite involved. And then the also the Lilith shows up, and Lilith shows up connected with South Lunar Node. South Lunar Node, or Ketu, is past, is our past and our past experiences, but also past lives karmas, past life experiences, right? So like this intense past situations will be and programs will be coming up through Lilith. And Lilith is like the darkest, darkest aspect, darkest point from the moon, darkest side of the moon, however we want to call it. It's like that darkest, just still some kind of little or not very little aspect within ourselves that we can ever be aware of, or we ever pay attention to, right? So it's like the most neglected, like shadowy of the shadow, right? And so now it's all coming together, and it's getting amplified by all this electromagnetic energy, by all this electricity, right? So it's intense. It's intense. That's why we feel this eclipses before. And I'm seeing what's going on with people. I'm seeing what's going on with people, and darkness comes up to the surface. Situation come up that trigger darkness within the people. And it comes up, and it comes up, but people don't understand that they're being tested, and they have to filter. Especially I'm talking about all people very much connected, spiritual people who present themselves to be spiritual. And it's it's like we're getting tested, and it's like, of course, all of us, we have some kind of darkness, something that we're hiding, maybe even from ourselves, or just something that's not in our consciousness, and so on and so far. But some people have serious darkness inside them. Some people have very destructive dark energies and dark entities attached to them from even their ancestral incarnations and lineage, ancestral lineage. And some people, they attract dark entities and energies through their their lifestyle, whatever negative energies they're working with, or they're just facing. What depends on their lifestyle and what they do, what they choose to do, and how they choose to live their lives. So some people, they have very serious darkness inside them, and that's how dark powers work on this planet, right? Dark powers, same as divine powers, they work through people, right? Maybe it's some of you don't normally think about it, or you're not aware of that, but you might know about it. But trust me, there's tons of people around you, even in your life, not necessarily close to you, but there's tons of people who have some dark entities attached to them. I mean, not just little negative tendency, lovers, whatever, but dark entities, beings living inside them, co-living with them. And so this is the time when those beings come up. There's different sub-identities within the people that come up, and they start telling them, oh, do this, do that, do this will be cool, ha ha ha. It's so they start dictating them what to do. And it's that's an incredible test for any kind of spirituality, because when people are seduced to harm ourselves, harm themselves, harm other people, try to destroy someone else's happiness, destiny, life, and so on so far. This is some serious signs that something is going on inside themselves. This is not just bad mood. If people are possessed by energies of jealousy, hatred, desires to steal something or someone that doesn't belong to them, and hating someone for because they trigger something inside them, or they're having more beautiful looks, more beautiful skin, and more beautiful looking life, or whatever. And if it really triggers you, really triggers someone, these are serious signs. If you feel any kind of dark thoughts like that, any dark voices and any dark emotions, guys, this is time to work on it. This is time to face it. This is time to heal it, and like to actually understand where is it coming from. Maybe you need like some guidance, some spiritual guidance, someone's coaching, and like, you know, please don't ignore that. This is the time when stuff comes up, and lots of experiences, weird experiences or weird people from the past will be coming up, right? Because we're working with the Ketu, the South Lunar Node. So energies are very intense, very highly emotional too. And at the same time, it's an incredible time. This whole electricity thing going on, it's, come on, it's not just scary or negative. Universe loves us. She is helping through all this. She's pushing us forward. She's helping us. So it's incredible time for breakthroughs. Incredible breakthroughs for people who are ready, for people who been working and listening to their intuition, listening to the universe, listening to their heart, people who are working on themselves, people who are not just walking around and pretending to be spiritual by like stealing some knowledge here and there, you know, acting like cute and you know, trying to be friends with someone who can be convenient for them, for their knowledge or whatever they can share with them, and just then pretending to be spiritual but, you know, filthy and stinky inside. No, this is not how it works. Because no matter how much you pretend, how cute you can pretend, what cute outfits you wear, how much you walk around the streets doing your japa mala, even if you like take responsibility to do spiritual guidance for someone or whatever you choose to do, like if you're like putting so much effort on pretending to be spiritual, good or beautiful, whatever, but there's like dark thoughts eating you from inside, jealousy eating you up from inside, hatred eating you up from inside, these are not good signs. These are signs that you have to address to something or some kind of energies that living inside of you and making you feel that way. And those energies, those kind of emotions and thoughts saying that in reality you feel unworthy and you hate yourself. Because to be jealous of someone, you need to feel unworthy first of all. To be hating someone, you need to be hating yourself first. Okay, to be jealous or even trying, you know, there's so much like there's so much like black magic and all that. Like some of you would be like shocked to like even realize how much stuff is happening. But like, you know, someone get jealous and like, oh, she's got such beautiful skin, or she's got such a happy destiny. Like, why my destiny is not good? I supposed to have good destiny. I'm supposed to be happy. I'm supposed to be loved. I'm supposed to have beautiful skin and hair. Why don't I go for a cemetery with some witch and do like a destiny swapping rituals to steal from her, to steal her like ancestral gifts, to steal her beauty? That stuff happens. And things like that happens. And you know, for some people it's like they're like a regular routine. They do these kind of rituals to steal from someone, and if you know, even ideas of that, like, it's not healthy. And I'm not saying this just from like the point of judgment. I'm just saying that these things are not healthy. There's a negative energy if you're doing or thinking to do something like that, or thinking, oh, I like this person, why don't I just make intrigues to steal them from their partner? Just from liking someone, you're making up a decision, you're gonna like trying to affect someone's destiny? You have no idea like who's standing behind those people, what those people's ancestors plans for them, and so on so far. It's like, if you ever feel, you know, like you want to steal someone's happiness, someone's fortune, someone's luck, someone's blessings, it only means that you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in that you can do something good out of your life. You don't deserve of attracting love and affection and goodness into your life through a natural way. And also it means that you're freaking lazy. You're lazy. You know, if you have do things like that and you have thoughts like that, it means you're lazy. And talking again about Shani, by the way, Saturn is a planet who loves hard work. And I know, like, oh, someone will be, oh, hard work, like this is like not new agey. Yeah, new age gives us many good ideas, like there's lots of teachings, new age teachings, but not all of them have to be taken literally, right? New age teachings say, okay, we don't have to work hard, we have to sit and attract by radiating our vibrations. I agree on that totally. That's pretty obvious for me. Like, if you want some kind of positive, like good or specific vibration into your life, of course you have to vibrate on that frequency. This is basis of any kind of like I mean, it's basis of quantum physics and it's basics of tantra. But it's not only that. It's not only about the vibrating. It's not only about attracting, you know, to create good life, to create destiny, to create like a really deep, good, beautiful relationship. It takes work, right? To conceive a child and then to carry a child and then to give birth to a child and then to raise children. It takes freaking work. But it's this work, like to have a child, to have children in your life. This is those who have children know this is the greatest gift of the universe. Those who have children, we like, children is our future, right? They're like in a way they're purpose of our life, right? And it's also a sign of a healthy ancestral lineage. If people have children, or like, you know, this generation of family, they have children, healthy children, good children, and all that, it's a sign of a healthy, abundant ancestral lineage. So it takes time to plant the seeds and to water them and to nourish them and to give them so much love to grow something, you know, to grow a tree out of a seed. So that's what Shani energy is like. That's how Shani expresses itself through our life, and that's what Shani is observing us, you know, how we do things. And so people who like, they don't want to do the long way, and they know that they don't want to do like create their destiny, create their fortune and work on something. They want just to attract by using their like intellect, or I mean, I don't know, doing magic and all that, and like they want to attract, like, I mean, steal from someone that's already created without having an idea what's behind it, who's behind, what powers, what protection is there, who's standing behind that, who is that being really who you trying to affect in any way, you know. And it's like karma exists. I feel like especially it's interesting how like in spiritual communities we expect people to be a little wise about those things, but it seems like they just get blinded. And once again, when these negative emotions come, and they're like, sometimes people get negative karma exists, and so we receive the fruits of our labor. So this is the time. And once again, it's not just about like the judgment, it's about reminding you and all of us, reminding myself and all of us, we are getting tested. This year is about testing us, and this year we're gonna get the rewards according to our karma. Some of us will get incredible gifts, some of us will get incredible awards, some of us we're gonna get we're getting, and I know it's happening for you, and it's happening. some of us were getting the, you know, those beautiful gifts. They're coming, everything coming together, like those prices. That's the word, like prices. You know, we've been working so hard. So for some of us, it's like decades of work, and then there's last few years of work, and then there's last few months of work. But it's all coming to its, like, to its result, showing us the meaning of our work, showing us the meaning of that hard work that we put into something. Even though we might have also been tested to steal from someone else, to stab someone else in order to get something, you know, to betray someone, or do any kind of negative things, but we chose to work on it. And so this is the time we're gonna get rewards. This is the time we're getting the presents from the universe. So take this opportunity, take this lunar eclipse electricity portal as a chance for a breakthrough. This time is very auspicious, very important for prayers, spiritual practices, of course, spiritual practices connected with our ancestors. Prayers to our ancestors, feeding our ancestors, taking care of our ancestors, connecting with them, praying for them. But for some of us, this eclipse season, this eclipse portal is going to be intense. And I'm still asking you to meditate and watch your emotions, watch your thoughts, and control yourself, and stop doing whatever negativity you're doing, ignoring all the signs that you're receiving from the universe, so blinded by the negativity that took over your consciousness, took over your life, took over your heart, that you don't understand anymore, that you don't have your own consciousness. Darkness is telling you what you need to do, but it's you who have to pay for that. So I feel like this eclipse time, you still have some chance. Stop destroying your destiny. Stop destroying your destiny by trying to destroy someone else's destiny. You're hurting your own self, you're destroying your own life, you're destroying your own destiny. I feel like, honestly, like there's some situations, some stories with people and this, and around me there is a lot of that stuff, because like I'm created for that, you know. I attract these kind of people because my presence in their life triggers that darkness, triggers those emotions, you know. It triggers them. It seduces that negativity inside them, so it can come up, so they can, you know, direct it at me. And of course, like with time, I learned, I realized that, I accepted that, and I realized that the powers and energies that work through me, those are the powers and energies that seduce that negativity, so then they can transform those people. They can like correct those people. They can punish those people, giving them a chance to fix themselves, to purify themselves, to cleanse that negativity. But if they choose so stubbornly, instead of working on their own life, to try to sink, make someone sink, so concentrated in someone else's life and destiny, someone else's union, someone else's relationship, someone else's property, someone else's gift, someone else's beauty, someone else's energy. Guys, please. It's just sad. You're destroying your own life in this time. We are given an incredible chance living at this time on the planet Earth. I feel like in a way we're all chosen to be living at this time on this planet. Stop wasting your time. This is not for our just chilling endlessly, like, you know, scrolling, watching, gossiping, enjoying endlessly. Yes, we got to enjoy. Enjoyment and joy and pleasure is a part of life. It's an important aspect of life, but everything has to be in balance. And Shani is watching over that balance once again, right? Because we come here to work on our karmas. We come here to work on ourselves. Not to be endlessly obsessively stalking someone else's lives. Stop stalking someone else's lives. Stop giving all your life force to someone else's life, hoping to steal more of their life force. Maybe it worked for you for a while to steal from those people, but then you're gonna face someone who will be full of the energies, who will just like destroy you. And it can destroy you. It's like, you know, divine powers and dark powers, they work through the people. Here on the earth, all these powers, they work through people. They say there's no, how do they say that? Something like there's no hands. God works through our hands, right? Saying dark powers, they work through us, through humans, you know. Divine is blessing. Dark energies, they're testing and they're punishing. So guys, this is an extremely powerful time, and for some of you it might sound strange why I'm giving so much emphasis on these situations and these things, but I know what I'm talking about, and I know who I'm talking about, and I know about some people who will be watching, and there's many situations like that, and it's very serious. You know, the dark, like this intense fight is going on the planet between the darkness and the light. But it's not like they're in conflict. Darkness and the light, they're not much in conflict. They're just playing their roles. But they're using the people for that battles, right? The game is for the people. Who's gonna get who? And just so you know, if you think you can just mess up in this lifetime, but the next lifetime you're gonna make it better, I have to disappoint you. If you make same mistakes from lifetime to lifetime, even my cat is sneezing, it's truth. If you make same mistakes from lifetime to lifetime, sometimes souls they're not given a chance to reincarnate anymore. Because if soul is not serving the purpose that it was created for, it gets destroyed. You know, if you're not willing to learn your lessons for many lifetimes, if you're not willing to work on yourself, if you came here to the earth, but you're not willing to work on your life, yourself, you want someone else, energy, luck, you know, someone else to fix your life and all that. It's like, it's not funny. It's not joke. This world, this whole thing that's set up for us, especially for the youth, like I'm like, you know, young people. We have to look for them, the youth. There's so much distractions going on, you know, with all the telephones, Instagrams, TikToks, and so on, so far, and all this scrolling lives. This is Kali Yuga, time of darkness. Darkness has never been so thick and so obvious. You know, so much seductions. You open your phone, there's so much seductions there. But if you follow all the seductions, where are you going to end up? If you follow the seductions in your head, always wanting something that has nothing to do with you and nothing to do with your life, nothing, it's not your achievements, not your destiny, not your path, not your life, and nothing to do with you, and you're obsessing with it. It's a distraction. It's something that distracts your energy from your own life and your own destiny and your own self. Guys, you're gonna lose yourself in that. You're gonna lose your health, mental health in that. Bring yourself back. And I'm sorry, but those who've done some crazy things, you have to answer for that. And that's true also, you know, if you've been receiving so many signs from the universe and you continuing going astray, there will be a point when your prayer is not gonna work. I told you, like, we can't count, oh, like next incarnation I'll have another chance. Some souls don't get a chance of next incarnations. Some souls, if they deliberately refuse to you know, learn their lessons and like work on themselves, then they get destroyed, you know, they get deleted. Delete. If they're not serving their purpose here in the universe, it's like, you know, they go into like a trash file. It's like, it's all up to us. So guys, I know I'm dramatic, and it all might sound very dramatic, but it's just another reminder, you know, this time is special, this time is crucial. Get on it. Work on yourself, work on the beautiful things that you want in your life. Of course, we can't just it's a bullshit that we can manifest, everyone can manifest everything. No, it depends on our karma. It depends on also, we have to work out so much of our ancestral karma, and this is what's going on, this pitrupaksha, this negative programs that I'm talking about, the negativity that comes out from the bottom to the surface in so many of us, and so many people. It's connected with our ancestors. So pujas, prayers for your ancestors, affirmations, prayers to work out the ancestral karmas. Okay, do the work, help your ancestors by helping, but work by working on ourselves, healing ourselves, integrating ourselves, liberating ourselves. Through all that, we're liberating thousands of souls that are behind us. That's how we're liberating the earth. That's how we're uplifting the earth. It's not always just going somewhere forward and preaching something and this and that. It can be done if it's in your destiny and it's in your gifts. It's beautiful, but it doesn't mean much till you work out what's there, what's inside you, what's behind you. Because working on yourself, liberating yourself, purifying yourself, you're liberating the thousands and thousands of souls that are behind you. You know, the ancestors that were still stuck in some kind of hard experiences that they had, in some situations that when they were not able to be happy, and the hoping, or when they went through some scary, intense experiences, parts of their souls is still trapped in those experiences. And that's why you inherited those negative programs, so you can work them out, so you don't repeat the same mistakes, and you can liberate yourself from those programs. And by that, you will liberate those parts of the souls of those people who are behind you, who are in your DNA. So by that, you're helping the planet, you're uplifting the planet. And this is the path to our happiness, to our productivity. You know, more free we are from all that baggage, our own negativity, our own illusions. You know, it's like, it's fine. We all have, or we all had some kind of illusions. We were born here to work them out. It's fine. Just like work on it. This is beautiful time for that. Take the chance, and so many blessings will come your way once you do that, once you continue doing that. Universe is abundant. It's like its abundance is limitless. There's enough for everyone. The universe is pure love. It's full of love, and even its hardest form of punishment is still her form of love. So work on yourself. Work on opening your heart chakra. So many are talking about 5-dimension, these ascension. Going from 3rd to 5 dimensions, starting with entering 4th dimension. 4th dimension is our heart chakra. Most of the population on the planet, still like 96% 95%, that's the information I've been getting. Hugest percent of the population, they have no even idea of the, they haven't experienced the opening of the heart chakra. Because the opening of the heart chakra, it means that you're maybe not 24/7, but you're tapping into the energy of unconditional love. Heart chakra is not just, romantic love. This is divine love. This is unconditional love. And it's extremely rare. It's highest vibration in the universe. Love, unconditional love. And scientists say that it's the same frequency, same vibration as vibration of liberation and nirvana. So while everyone's like, oh, 5D, yes, 5D is there, but you need to tap into 4D first, and it takes work. So this is time for us to work. This is an incredible time for us. Whatever's happening, whatever's intensity, whatever's freaking intensity of these electrified times, please remember, it's all happening for you. It's all happening for us. And yes, sometimes it's difficult. Yes, sometimes it's confusing. Yes, sometimes I know everything. I know I've been to like very harsh things, but we keep going, we're finding the way. My belief is like whenever there's a problem, there's always at least one solution. I prefer to see it that way. If there's a problem, at least one solution will be there, because it's like a lock. If there's a lock, key is always there. It exists somewhere in the universe. Even if the key is lost, even if the key is thrown into the river and the river took it, still it exists somewhere, right? So don't let that key to be thrown into the river and taken away, Don't lose the opportunity. I do believe that there's solution for any situation, and just as long as we're not wasting those solutions, as long as we're not wasting our chances, we're not wasting our time, and we're not wasting our blessings. Because when we're chasing after someone else's blessings, judging, hating, being jealous, we're wasting on our own blessings. We're wasting on our own life. We're wasting on our gift of our own life. And this is a great failure in itself. We came here in this body, in these incarnations, in this time, with these features, this character, these gifts. We're unique. So let's thank ourselves for this uniqueness, for this, unique divine manifestation in this space and time. And let's embrace and accept everything what is there, with all the mistakes and all the failure, and just hug ourselves and forgive ourselves and accept ourselves, whatever been done, and start working on it, cleansing it and healing it step by step. And then the time of the breakthroughs will come for all of us, for those who are, for those who are not scared to put the work in. And when that time comes to collect the fruits of our labors, it's a beautiful time. Trust me, it's a beautiful time. It's extremely liberating experience in itself. It's beautiful when we get to understand why we were working so hard for. And may our hearts be filled with gratitude and life. I wanted to say love. Life and love. And love for life. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful transition, and may you be blessed. Om Namah Shivaya.